A couple of quick things, though. Apparently, Brexit news. We love a bit of Brexit, don't we? No deal is back on the table. Yes, after everybody was confident that it was done away with and we would remain subservient to our unelected European overlords, apparently Boris Johnson has decided not waiting a year. There's now a June deadline, and if reasonable progress hasn't been made by June, we could be looking at a no-deal Brexit. Now, obviously here at Trigger Warning, we're very enthusiastic about the idea of a no-deal Brexit because the tears and screaming on the internet will be beautiful. Just absolutely adorable. Because there seems to be so many people desperate for the country they live in to fail. Now, I don't get this. I'm not one of those that'll wrap himself in a St. George's flag and, drink cheap lagers shouting Ingerland and all those. I'm just not. However, I would like the country that myself, my family, and my friends live in to do well as it can. But these guys are like praying for failure, so a no-deal Brexit would suit me quite well, if I'm honest. Now, Graham, would you like to play with your new toy?
Oh,
Look
yes.
at that! You were telling me a Europe-related story earlier on.
Yes, we are out of we're going to be leaving the European arrest warrant. And if you actually read the statement that was made, it says we are not going to be partaking in the European arrest warrant, but we are still going to be part of a programme for extraditions.
Was there a lot of weeping and wailing on the internet?
Yeah, well, what everyone on Twitter seemed to do was just read that we are not part of the European arrest warrant and just started making out that it's going to be Bugsy Malone or some nonsense.
Yeah, we're going to be overrun with Albanian criminals and things.
Just ignoring literally the second half of the sentence.
Oh, yes.
Just completely.
Well, you have to remember that they didn't get it from the source you got it for.
Yeah, well, I went and actually read it.
No, they get it from people that tell them what it is that's in that.
Yes.
Which are their friends who automatically go, do you know what those Nazi bastards
Dude, I had the same thing a couple of days ago. I saw a few of my chiptune mates crying about needing to spend £250 on a visa to play Europe, or for people to come here, so that then be reciprocated. And it was a magazine called Pitchfork that's really, really popular music magazine, and the whole thing was a total lie. Like the actual government thing that they've released that Pitchfork linked to said there'll be no changes. You can still, so if you want to just come over and do a gig, you can come and get paid and not need a visa.
Yeah,
but
if you're not staying.
If you're a musician on Twitter right now, you are literally crying because you're like, well, I can't pay to do a free gig, and it's like, well, you don't have to.
Don't do a free gig.
Literally says no changes.
Get a fucking job, you lazy hippie bastard. What's the problem with that? I can't do free things. Nor should you. Get paid. Be a capitalist, for fuck's sake.